Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I have an article here coming from Ukrainska Pravda, obviously a Ukrainian media outlet, and what it shows, I think, it shows Russia's impotence. That means inability, not that kind of impotence, but you know what I mean. Inability to do what? To defend its own military airfields. 550 kilometers inside Russian territory. How do I know that? Because Russia makes a move that I don't know how else you could interpret that. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right. I'm hungry, that's why I'm eating my glasses. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda today, December 7th. The attack on Pearl Harbor, oh my. Okay, so satellite images show that up to 10 bombers disappeared from Russian Diaghilevo air base. One of the two bases that was hit by those jet-propelled drones that Ukraine or whomever used them. Up to 10 bombers. I don't think they're all on a mission. Do you think so? I don't think so. So up to 10 Tupolev 22M bombers have disappeared from the Russian Diaghilevo military base in Ryazan Oblast. Source: Mark Krutov, journalist of the Russian editorial office of Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty on Twitter. Well, first, these guys are not to be believed, okay? Free Europe, Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty should not be believed. Why? Because I know who give them funds, not founds. Who I found you? No, funds money, funds them. And I found out this and the Voice of America, those two ones that helped Romanian be informed while Ceausescu and the communists were, not letting it, censoring everybody else, which they did. These guys were selling information to the Romanians, and in that information that they were provided, it was a lot of bullshit, just to make Romanians be more angry or angrier with the communists, which by all means everybody had to be angry with those guys, but these guys were paid by US Secretary of State, the Department of State, which is Foreign Ministry, and some, I think, FBI, CIA. Just check it out and you're going to find out. Voice of America and these weasels, all right? Krutov published the pictures taken on September... I'm in September, man. December 7th. The damage, and I'm quoting, the damage to Tupolev 22M has disappeared, leaving only a shadow on the tarmac. At least 9 other Tupolev, yeah, Elvis Presley. Tupolev 2, I'm going to say 2 22M bombers, as well as some other planes, have been moved away from the base, he wrote. He did not rule out that some other planes could have been moved to another place at the same base. Okay. Earlier, Krutov published pictures showing that a fire on a strategic bomber have been put out at the Russian military air base in Engels, Saratov Oblast, and you can see the white stuff around it if you look at the pictures. On the morning of December 5, not September, Russian media reported that a fuel tanker exploded at an airfield in the Russian city of Ryazan. A drone also fell on bomber jets in Saratov Oblast. The New York Times, citing a senior Ukrainian official, reported that Ukraine carried out drone attacks on airfields in Russia on Monday. However, the Ukrainians or the Martians succeeded in attacking those bases, or base, however you want to take it. One of them was about 330 miles from the border with Ukraine, and the other one was like 350 or something, almost 400 miles from a border. So you had drones that were supposedly launched from Ukraine. Now they couldn't be launched right from the border, right? There had to be some inward, right? So there you add, let's say, 30 miles, 22 20 miles, 30 miles more. So about 400 miles those things traveled, low altitude, according to the Russians, not to the Ukrainians. Low altitude, and then they struck. The Russians said, well, we were able to intercept some, but look what they did. And you guys being the Russians, I'm talking to you. Now you guys move your airplanes, you hide them now, because why? I tell you why. Because you know you can't blow them up as they come to you. Well, I don't know. Didn't you think about it yet? I don't know. They don't have enough air defense systems capable of taking out those. How I thought it would be, but that's me. I'm not a general, or you know what I mean, anybody with those kind of things or ranks. So this is your town or whatever. That's Moscow, and this is here. This is here. I thought that you have like circular air defense, circle and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? I thought that's how you have air defense systems in a circular way, surrounding more, how should I put it, one ring, another ring, another ring. So if this rocket escapes the first one, it's going to be intercepted by the second one and maybe the third one. I mean, if you miss with 3 circles or whatever, that's how I think it should be. But maybe it is. Maybe they are like that. But the fact is, you move those away. Don't you have anything around in the vicinity of that? Oh, okay, you don't have the big circles I explained, like I'm swimming right now here. But you put it around important bases. I mean, those are not, I don't know, chocolate boxes, empty or something. No, those are nuclear bombers. They're expensive. They're technologically advanced bombers, at least the Swans, even though, oh my God, they're old or something. But still, do you have anything better than that? No. I think you should guard that. I don't even know what analogy to give, but it should be around that base. Military base are going to be at least circles or whatever rings of defense, air defense systems. And if they were, that means the Ukrainians used something that the Russians did not have an answer, and they moved them around. Scary. Because that means there's nobody and nothing that is safe. That means I'm talking about Moscow. I'm talking about the Kremlin then. Not that they necessarily need to blow Putin up or something, because you got Medvedev, and it seems like Medvedev is even in a worse mood than anybody else over there. Waking up angry, goes to bed angry, kind of like me. But anyway, this guy has power, I don't. So good for you guys. But I'm just saying, it's just goes to bed angry, wakes up in the morning angry, Medvedev. And during the day, I don't think he's sniffing anything, so he becomes calmer. So you got that one, and you got some other ones, Pushilins and other ones that are. Putin looks like a moderate compared with those guys. I think Shoigu is like always sedated. He's like always sitting down there like Shoigu. Lavrov is Lavrov, I think, is anyway. But now you move your things around. That means, that's how I see it. I mean, maybe you tell me what else. How else could I interpret that? They just like to get them running so they don't get rusty or something. What other reason could that be? Hide them? Why do you hide them? Because you can't defend them. I'm pretty sure that could be some other aspects, a part of all this movement, but I still think that this is the main reason. And that's sad. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Why is it sad? Because you expect Russia to be able to defend itself with all those S-400s or S-3000, S-5 quadrillion, as they keep going with S up, but they can defend the freaking important airfield, military airfield. It's embarrassing. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.